Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Ryan's Travels. My name is Ryan. Today I want to talk about luggage fees and how these potentially very expensive things can happen. But please, before we get started, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. And please feel free to share this video with a few friends or whoever else you may be think might be interested in this. I really appreciate it. So let's get to this. Now, I don't want you guys to get caught off guard with this very expensive cost. In America, I'm used to traveling with Southwest Airlines. I'm not going to lie. They're cheap, they're inexpensive, and they have no baggage fees. And when I fly long haul, I don't usually encounter real baggage fees. At least not to this extent, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you how we don't get caught off guard with these potentially very high expenses. Now, when we buy luggage, we usually think, at least I thought this, and I could be wrong. Maybe this is all about me. I don't know. But, I used to think that, I buy a piece of luggage, you put some stuff in it. As long as the stuff that you're putting inside this luggage is not made out of lead, you should be okay with the weight. But that's not necessarily the case. Now, one piece of luggage that I have is Rimowa, which is very expensive luggage. It's probably the most durable and best luggage you're ever going to get, lifetime guarantee. But the one piece of luggage I do have is that it's heavy in itself. So before I even put anything in it, and it's a big piece of luggage, I thought this is great. I can put all my stuff in here. It's like a travel trunk and it'll be great. But every once in a great while when I get to the airport, if I'm flying long haul, they might say that you're over a certain amount and I can just move some stuff from one thing to the other. And it usually is not a big deal. However, that's not what this is about. So when you fly somebody like Thai, Vietjet Air, a lot of these Asian airlines that are these short ones back and forth, they give you these very, very low prices, to fly. It's almost like when you're in Europe and you can fly Ryan Airlines. There's luggage fees and everything else, but it's not as exorbitant as this. So what basically happens is, and this is what happened to me, I was flying to Vietnam from Thailand and I was taking my luggage. I go to check it all in. And the thing about this is they all know this game. They know it's going to happen, which is how they make their money, I would assume. If I could never fly Vietjet again, I would. But I just have to make some adjustments with how things work. So the actual plane ticket that I have, and I'm going to show this on the screen of what's here, but this is my receipt from my flight that I had. This is October of 2022. It's a few months old, but it's still all relevant. And the reason why I've come across to make this video is because I'm actually flying very soon, like this week, to Singapore, and I come across the same program with another company, and but I will show this as well. So basically, you go and you buy the air ticket. It was like less than like $100, I think is what it was, maybe like $50. I don't even. It's very, very inexpensive. Like I said, like Ryan Air. But it ends up that I was 10 kilos over on my luggage. And again, I thought I could just pack my stuff and go. Apparently that's not the case. Actually, this is flight from, it was flying from Vietnam, I think, back to Bangkok. I'm not sure. But anyway, basically they charge 428 baht. So here's what happens. You go up to the check-in line, you drop off your luggage, you put it on the scale and they're like, oh, you're over on your weight. And a lot of times that I found out is it's all about who you talk to there. Because some people are like, oh, you're like a kilo over, who cares? They'll like let it go. But in this particular case, I was apparently 10 kilos over. They said that I had to, move stuff from back and forth from one to the other. Because I have two pieces of luggage. One luggage is under and one is over. So you got to start doing the balancing game, which is stupid in itself. So they say, okay, so you go to check-in line, you're trying to get to your gate. It's hectic as crazy. And then they say, well, you got to go upstairs to the customer service counter. And then here's how much you're over by. And of course, they have a whole system for this because, again, it's how they make their money. You go and you give them the ticket that says how much you're over, and then you have to go up there and pay the money for the luggage, and then you come back down, and then, you're good to go. Which is kind of funny because the plane didn't get any heavier or not based on the luggage I had. They could have very easily put it on there, but they find a way to make money. And they probably figure out, what I could think is they probably go and like, what's the amount of most luggage that goes on our planes? How much does each one weigh? And then let's make the limit just under that so that they have to pay extra money to get it. So now I know why when Southwest Airlines says bags fly free, no baggage fees, I'm like, well, who cares? Like, how expensive could they be? They're very expensive here. So to make a long story longer, per kilo, it's 428 baht. I was 10 kilo over. 4,280 baht is what it costs for my luggage. And for 10 kilos, which is $123, which is more than the ticket itself, which is insane. And you could buy more luggage up front. So I had to pay that money, right? $123. My ticket was like $50. It may have even been like $20. I don't even know how much it was. It was such a small amount of money. It's like a bus ticket basically in America. This time I got my flight through Kiwi.com, and this is one going to Singapore this time. And I believe, I'm not sure who this is. I think this might be with Asia Airlines. And so just thinking about this, I said, well, maybe I should see how much it's going to be to bring my baggage. Maybe I should pay some more. So I'm going to Singapore for 24 hours. I basically have a small carry-on, and what I paid for was 7-kilo cabin baggage. I can take a carry-on, it can only be 7 kilos, which is like 15 pounds. Like the actual luggage itself weighs like 10 pounds. So I get like 5 pounds to put in a 10-pound luggage. It's insane. When you travel to places like Vietnam or you travel to places like Singapore, anywhere in Asia itself, when you fly up, the luggage gets like actually wet. So you need like metal luggage. That's right. If you go to like the airport, a lot of times you look in there, people have like their luggage as cloth and then they like wrap it with plastic 1,000 times. And they pay money for that too, which is just unreasonable and stupid. But as I'll show this on here, the cabin baggage allowance that I have to take this week is 7 kilograms. Now, if I want to get a 20 kilogram baggage and then check it, it's going to cost me $115 to do that, which is insane. And then I can do for 20 kilos, they're going to charge me, yep, you guessed it, $230. Exactly twice as much as what one is. So they're not going to give you a discount for two. So that's obviously where they make all their money at. Oh, and by the way, the 7 kilo of cabin baggage that I get does not include a personal item. So if I take this walk-on with me, the carry-on luggage, and I have a backpack, they're going to be like, sorry, dude, you have a backpack. And they'll probably make me try to pay for that too. So what I've done with this whole baggage issue, because now I've realized that wherever I fly, it's probably in Asia, there's probably going to be a baggage problem, issue, whatever. So rather than waiting to go to the airport, be in a rush, and then have to deal with all this stuff, see what it weighs, and then start bouncing back and forth, I went on to Lazada, which is like the Asian Amazon, and I bought a digital scale. And it'll take the temperature in the room too. I don't know why that's important, but they found it to be. But it'll do kilograms, and it'll do the other kilograms and pounds. And you just simply pull it, and it'll tell you what the weight is. It goes up to 50 pounds, I believe. Yeah, 50 kilograms, 110 pounds. Basically, this will hopefully become a help. It's very light. It goes right in your luggage, and it was maybe a couple of dollars online. Moral of the story is pack light, take luggage that isn't heavy. Don't be surprised if you have to walk upstairs and pay the same amount of your plane ticket in luggage fare. So I hope that helps you guys. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. Share this video with somebody who you think might get some benefit from it. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thanks.